Hello, guys. Hey, guys. Hey, it's High Priestess Jamila. Hi. I'll give you guys like a couple of minutes to get in the chat room. Happy Sunday. So I wanted to come and talk to y'all real quickly about a couple of very important things, in particular, if you are a client, or if you've been a client in the past. I'm doing things a lot differently. It's not to say that the work that I did for you is going to be worse, it's going to be any better or worse. But there have been some improvements, like in the, even in the past 3 months, because I'm always integrating and I'm always upgrading and I'm always, trying to do the most cost efficient thing. Hey, Leslie, hello. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? So, okay. um First of all, past life readings, okay? You guys have no idea how many people are walking around with the baggage or either memories or negative stuff from their past life. So, I had been dealing with negativity from one of my past lives for like the past 6 years. And sometimes in your previous life, or like you can have more than one, like there may have been things that you may have done. Okay. Okay. So maybe there could be still some karma that you're working out within your spirit. Okay. So I did a past life reading on myself last night. It was really, really interesting. The reading took me probably like an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm probably going to put like a specially priced past life reading because they are really vigorous. They really are. Like they're not the easiest thing. Hey Mayra, hello. Hi. So they're not always the easiest thing to do. Okay. So, and it takes time because you want to actually take the time to, do the research and everything. So I might offer these past life reports. It's not popping up. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Good Lord. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take that call. So, past life readings are phenomenal. I think that the different past lives that you have had, like some of it might be you may have to deal with things dealing with your love life. Okay, there may be past life things that may be affecting your current love life. There may be a past life that could be affecting your financial, your legal, how you are in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like how people view you. So, or because it's essentially coming from self. So yeah, make sure that y'all are not sleep on those past life readings because even when I do work for people, like when I do work for people, like you guys know that I offer the triple goddess generational hex. And see, most generational hexes is not from like lifetimes ago. These are current hexes that end up on you because it's kind of been in the spirit, and then also some of the people that you're family members with, you may have been family with them in a different lifetime, but it could have been different relationships. It could have been a volatile relationship. So past life readings are very powerful, and I found out some crazy stuff. I found out that I'm gonna say this live, I don't care. I found out that my mother in this life was actually my sister, my older sister. in a previous life. It's so weird. So I'm not going to go into detail about that. I'm really not. But I think that it's interesting. That doesn't always happen. And with some of the past life readings, some of you guys may already feel that you were somebody like in your previous life. For me, as far as like, you don't necessarily have to be famous, you know what I'm saying? So you can still be, you were still somebody, you still existed. So, you know, but so you don't always have to be a famous person. In fact, in my previous life, the shocking thing that I found out is that I was born around 1935, 36. I'll have to go back over because I recorded it. I actually voice recorded the whole thing on my little video recorder. And I found out that I didn't live to see 30. And it was a lot of other details. Like I told y'all that I felt like the one right before this one was a short life. And I actually didn't reincarnate. I wasn't born until 77, but I actually died in that lifetime in 1973. It was either 73 or 74. But it was really amazing because spirit was like, do work. Do work because there's like ghosts. Hey, thank you, Mayra, for the donation. Oh, y'all want readings? Hey, Orion's daughter. Hey, sister. Yes, honey. How you doing today? Grand evening to you too. Who was that? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to do the past life readings, the general ones. I need to do the Leo, but to be honest with you, y'all, my life is really full. Like last night, oh my God, y'all, that chili was so good. It was delicious. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing because I gotta do a reading actually, guys. I can't stay long. I have to do a reading in like less in like 30 minutes. So I'm not even gonna be here that long. So make sure that you guys consider that some of the things that, like, for example, if you're having obstacles and you're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Fatima, if y'all could hit the thumbs up for me, that I would really, really appreciate it. But if you guys want chat readings, like if you guys want, like, you know what, that actually would be better. Or I could do that in addition to, I can come back later. I've got 3 people scheduled for today for readings. So I'm actually booked for today. Okay, unless somebody cancels or reschedules. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Thank you. Hey, Diane Brown. Hello, welcome, welcome. You had told me I was going to be pregnant by July, but a psychic said I'm not. Oh, you know what, Mayra? You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. July hasn't passed yet, so Spirit did see that. If I saw that, but you want to know the crazy thing about being a woman or being a like a divine feminine is that because somebody has showed me a picture of me. I saw a picture of me where I was like a little, like I was like overweight and like I just looked pregnant in the picture. So sometimes I just feel that we don't just give birth to physical babies into this reality. I feel like it's other stuff that's happening that we probably don't really see or are consciously aware of, which that's actually not good. You should know what's going on with your divine energy. Like I haven't felt like that in a while, and then I'm also doing like this smoothie cleanse, and you can tell I haven't had a smoothie in a couple of days because usually I look kind of vibrant. I kind of look kind of tired right now. You a Gemini, Chris? Cool. Welcome. I love my Geminis. I like the way y'all think. Because I think the same way as Geminis because I'm on the cusp of Gemini. And then I've got a lot of Gemini in my chart. I have it in at least 4 places in my chart. If y'all, I think I did put my chart up here like last year. Okay, so how to manifest your spells faster. Now, this is something that I just started doing, and it is a very powerful aspect of the work that I do. And I noticed that some of you guys, when I send you your video, some of y'all that get spell work done, like y'all don't look at it. Like there's 0 views on it. Like you've paid me however much that you paid, but you don't go look at the video. So I wanted to inform you guys that the video that I send you, it shows you a picture of your candle, and it is an incantation. Now, every once in a while, something like I had this happen with somebody, and it's really honestly, it's not that it's my fault. It's just that maybe I got overwhelmed with stuff. Okay, so just please forgive me, guys, if I ever get overwhelmed. But I always record the incantation. So um, so I have your incantation recorded. Okay, I use a video recorder to record your incantation in Latin. Also, guys, I went ahead and like I don't know why I was saying that I didn't want to write my petitions in Latin. It's actually much easier to write them in Latin because Latin is shorter. It's shorter, and then you can make your petitions more detailed. So my petition writing has evolved. Okay. So your petition is written in Latin, and then it is spoken in Latin, but then it is translated for you by video. And I send you this video, right? So a lot of people say, oh, okay, it's a video. The video has the incantation on it. What is an incantation? An incantation is a spoken, it's when you speak your work into existence. Okay. It's when you speak it. It's when you, so when you guys listen to that, especially when I put a frequency in it too, because the frequencies, because I might be listening to it, because I actually record that during your ritual. I record that during your ritual or shortly thereafter, depending on what I'm doing. Okay. I always record it for you. So the energy that you're gonna get, it's your spoken incantation. It's what you are wanting to manifest. Okay. And so when I send you that video, you guys should be meditating or something to that video. You guys can do that. You guys can listen to the video daily. It's an affirmation. An incantation is like an affirmation. So make sure that you guys are utilizing it because that's why I record it. And so I've noticed that the people that listen to my incantations, like my clients that are really tapped in, like people like Scorpio Witch and then Orion's Daughter, their spells manifest faster because they're listening to me. Okay, they're listening to me. So if you, when you're a witch, a part of your magic is in your throat. It's in your voice. So this is one of the reasons why I'm able to do cleanses on you guys because I can banish negative spirits. Okay. Now I'm not. I believe that everybody, in hindsight, has that ability to do that. Okay, but I think that it depends on how you feel about self. Like being able to do an exorcism on somebody takes a lot of strength. It does. It takes a lot of strength. It takes the belief, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've had to fight with some pretty bad demons for my people. So don't take for granted what I do. I earn every penny that I make, don't I, Orion's Daughter? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and I am going to be talking to you guys about riding the wave. This is going to be free information that is going to be available. I still feel that your third eye has to be at least 60% open for you to even understand what I'm saying sometimes, so riding the wave is going to be, it's really going to be like in my one of my first astrology reports. So I'll be dabbling and delving into astrology, but from a divination, tarot slash psychic point of view. Okay, because right now the moon is in Aries. So for today, you should be working on your ambition, the things that, You know what I'm saying? You should be working on things like that, your goals, okay? Stuff related to either work or career should be done, and it should be done today. Like, for example, if you're someone that's looking for a job or if you're thinking about starting your business, today would be the day. So many of you guys understand that. That's why I got so many people scheduled for today. But tomorrow is still equally as a powerful day. It'll put that doing things a day at a time into perspective. So when you listen to these readings, and especially when you're being given information that is valuable, okay? And that's what this is good for in retrospect. And I think that psychics should be revered just because the Bible spoke so horribly against us, you know, for real. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that because especially for empaths. If you are an empath, this is gonna be phenomenal for you if you're an empath. So when I do you guys' readings, I look at the moon. I look at what the moon is in. Okay. So on certain days, there's certain things that are going to be happening in the energies. So being in sync, in particular with, now, like I said, you can tweak it. You can tweak it at any moment, okay, to fit you, because sometimes you have to do that. But so I'll explain more about that later, but make sure that you guys are utilizing my voice. Okay, when your husband isn't home or when the kids isn't home, play it loud in your house, especially those of you that are getting money work. That's the reason why I send you that video. Now, if I do work for you and you guys don't receive a video like that, then it probably wasn't necessary. But you're always going to receive that video because I think that it's important. I really do. I think that it helps. It helps the magic to be right there, as versus I think it makes the spells manifest faster. Yeah, so that, because when I do work for you guys, I'm essentially working on you. Even when I do work on your man, I'm doing work on you. Okay? And so yeah, so I know that it's a lot of you guys that have been following up with me, and I'm going to get back with everybody because I've been busy myself, but what I have been busy doing is living life and enjoying life and having fun. Okay? Now, this summer solstice, I know that a lot of y'all are distracted right now. I swear to you, this is usually when they start distracting you. Make sure, I don't give a damn if you have to borrow the money to get in on that Litha ritual. Here's why. Here's why. Let me tell you why. Litha is the celebration of the divine feminine and masculine at the height of their power. So you don't ever miss the summer solstice. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I missed it last year. That's why I was at that hotel for 4 months. I probably would have only been there for a month. So this ritual is going to be very powerful. Make sure that y'all get in. It's actually going to start on the 21st, 22nd. And this ritual is about protection, money, and happiness is what this one is going to be about. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It's going to be a bloody day. They going to have all kind of stuff cooked up. Please try to keep your spirits high. That's like, I swear to God, if you just do it one time, you will create miracles in your life. So if you guys, look, I can't deal with no folks that's distracted by all this crap. Okay. If you're going to enter into this ritual with perfect love and perfect trust. Okay. So that's how you do it, because and I know that sounds cliche, it sounds really Wiccan, but I think that should be your foundation. I would rather have a foundation in trust than trauma. I would rather have a foundation in trust than trauma. So that's just how I am. So this one is going to be big. It's going to be very, very powerful. I already know everything is synchronized. My cornucopias are on their way. We are going to have an overabundance of fruit, mangoes, grapes, pineapple. You know what I'm saying? So that day we're going to focus more. So, of course, we're going to have flowers, of course. We'll have fresh flowers, things like milk and honey, all of those things that are symbolic. And of course, there will be offerings made. So this is one of another thing that many of y'all don't do is y'all don't feed y'all spirits. Y'all don't make them any offerings. Y'all don't, give them any kind of recognition. You just kind of use them. So the solstices and the Sabbaths, make sure that you do them. We'll cut out about 99% of your struggle. But this is the one thing I got to tell you. Your heart has got to be in the right place when it comes to that. Because I mean, if you're just doing something and you don't really believe in it, you're not going to get much out of it. I don't care what you do. Okay. So the people that you see over here, the people that watch my channel, the people that are thumbs and up, they believe in this stuff. They probably have came to me to get work done. And so yeah, to just, if you guys want to do this, you can. It's 200. My group rituals are not going to be cheap. I'm sorry guys, because we're not doing it like that, because I feel like the more there are, the more elaborate that it has to be. So I'm not just going to I mean, I've done it big on a budget with my group rituals before, guys. I mean, but we're celebrating abundance and being fruitful and fertile. Okay. So those of you that are trying to get pregnant, y'all, and I've told y'all to start off with the cleanses, because I heard somebody in here trying to get pregnant. And you know what? The reason why that would happen is because there's entities that are trying to prevent that from happening. That's why they don't really want that. The evil, but it's not their decision. This is your spiritual body. You are a reflection of a celestial body. And you know what I'm saying? You're and so you know what I'm saying? And so they, that I feel like they're interdimensional, but then again, I do think that people are at war within themselves. You know what I'm saying? Also, so I don't give them all the credit for it, but I do believe that they, what do you call that when somebody initiates an argument or whatever? And you know what? I think that it's important to have disagreements, but it's all about, I don't know, being able to understand that some people ain't gonna necessarily agree with you. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff. So 300 years old and you have a baby. Ryan's daughter is hilarious. Oh Lord, you were funny. You know what? It's all kind of crazy stuff that happens in this world that they don't tell you about. They just tell you about Helter Skelter, but it's like a lot of amazing, like mythical things. Yeah. So y'all, I'm sorry. Anyway, back to this past life stuff. This is the best time to, get closure from your past life. Now, if you're just running around here, and you're not living the life that you want, and you're just like, I don't, you just kind of don't care, or either you just ignore it, that's fine too. But there are some people that really want to have that fulfillment in life. So, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, make sure y'all do that ritual too. Okay, because I can do it for like by myself. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm trying to get people to understand the importance of the solstices. Now, I am going to do a universal reading later, probably tomorrow, because I feel like something else is being cooked up for them to hit y'all with. Oh, by the way, they're still protesting down in Atlanta. They burned down a Wendy's. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Now we can't get our frosty drinks, Like what good did that do? Wendy's got a good thing going. When you get a batch of good fresh Wendy's fries and you get that chocolate frosting, you know what I'm saying? Why they do that? Yeah, they're still rioting in Atlanta. Like and I can feel it, but I'm just kind of like, I've got that infallible shield up right now because I'm like, y'all not messing up my birth month. And then also it's not just about my birth month, it's about the gathering of your seeds. It's about how you're sowing your seeds. So we're going to order seeds. We're going to plant stuff. Okay? I'm going to get that stuff ordered. We're going to be planting stuff. We're going to be doing stuff. Things that is going to help us accept nature's bounty. Okay? And then that way we don't have to struggle, and which we never do. We never have to struggle through the winter. We always, in fact, there are a lot of people that become distracted in the summertime in particular. So the energies are very hot then, you know what I'm saying? So these Litha is the longest day of the year. Okay, so that is what that is symbolic of, and when you have to think about it, okay? And so that's what that celebration is about. Very important. Even if you don't join my ritual, if you are a witch, please do something for Litha. We're doing protection, money, and happiness. So you guys can follow behind that. That would be what we're doing, at least. I guess some people would need to do more cleansing and releasing. I think that the cleansing and the releasing was supposed to come earlier this year. I know that I did a big release in February, right before I moved into my house. So, yeah, so right now we're just enjoying the fruits of our labor, or, so to speak, and celebrating and then communing. And so the energies are going to be very high in a sense of celebration and joy and appreciation. So spirit really, they like, what the fuck? They gonna look at you and say, why are you complaining? You actually complaining? You complaining about something? Like, that's how they gonna look at you. So if you in that mode, yeah, I can do a cleanse for you. I'm still accepting clients because I always still have to do my responsibilities as a high priestess. But you don't want to bring that into the circle. Okay. So, we're taking 10 or more of you. Don't bring that into the circle. At the very least, please bring appreciation, because you'd be surprised at how far appreciation goes. And when I was looking at my previous life, I did not appreciate my life. The one right before this one which was really in contrast to my life as Ma Barker, where I died in 1935 or somewhere in there. And so I manifested again in like 1930. I gotta go back and listen to the reading. I thought about uploading it to YouTube, but I can't because it's very intimate, and it's very detailed. So I can't do that. I thought about it, but I'm just gonna keep it for myself because I've been trying to figure this out, and yeah, I did have a short life. I did. So I had fears of dying early. So probably right around the time that I was 27, 28, like in between the ages of 27 and 30, I didn't drink alcohol at all, and that was because in my previous life I was an alcoholic really bad, and I died before I was 30. So I've already, when you look at it, what Spirit was telling me was like, well, you already surpassed that, but see, those are fears. Going into that life, the one that was short, the last one, it was so bad because of the previous one. So I was working through some karma, and I think I manifested as something else in between that because I died in 1973, came back in 77. That's when I incarnated here, but there was definitely a life in between there because you know you can die and then manifest yourself as a bird or something. You know what I'm saying? Or a deer, So if you guys want to, and spirits did bring up my animal spirit guide. So the deck that I usually use with a lot of animal pictures on it is my Wildwood Tarot. Yeah, because I got two of them back there. Yeah, I usually use that. It's another deck. I gotta pull out all of my decks because there's another deck that has just like a lot of animals. And y'all know that there's like an animal totem oracle that you can get to. I'm actually gonna order one of those, just because it helps. The visuals help to see. It's one of those things to where some things I can see very clearly, but a lot of things I need with the cards. However, if the cards do not mean that, I mean, I do believe that there was a significant amount of work that was done to us to cover up our third eye. It just depends, but I feel like right around, like at least for me, right around the early to mid to late 80s, my third eye opened back up. So it opens back up when you're a child, especially if you watch things like Cinderella, movies that are based upon mythical things. That is generally what it starts to open up the third eye. So that's why a lot of, Christians are like, oh, they're doing all that satanic stuff. And there's a tree in the shape of a man's penis and all that stuff. So, but those things, fairy tales do start to open up our third eye. Okay. And but I think that there's consistently things being done to block the third eye. And it's so stupid because I don't know, maybe they're protecting us from something. Maybe we would bird box if we were able to, because they will not like, I can't actually see how I died in my previous life. Whereas as Kate Barker, I could see it clearly, but with this one, I couldn't tell if my husband killed me or if I died of a broken heart. I did, however, could see that I had a husband that I was in love with. He was rich, he was narcissistic, he kept me in control with money. So that's why I was kind of dealing with that in this life as well. Uh, but I was already like, it wasn't his fault. I was like leaving Las Vegas. I was like one of those hopeless, kind of helpless people. And I was also a witch. In fact, there was a lot more witchcraft that was being practiced growing up in this previous life because I could definitely see my mother and I could see that I had siblings. I had two sisters in that life. Whereas with this one, I had those same sisters, trust me. Okay. Okay, hold on guys. Let me see what time it is. I gotta go. But I'll give, you know what? I gotta go because I have a reading to do in like 7 minutes, guys, and I didn't even mean to stay here. But y'all know how sometimes I can get long-winded. But you know what? To me, Mayra, I think that you just need to get a personal reading. because a chat reading is not going to be as accurate as a personal reading. Okay. Now, what was your question? Could you work with two different psychics for different work? You can, but I wouldn't advise it. And you can ask if it, the people that are working with other people. They have asked me first, and there have been times where I've said no, I don't, and there's been time where I haven't so much minded doing it. I prefer not to though, because there's so many people that are way too easily and subjectable to mind control. I have never ever ever been that susceptible to mind control. And then since I got older, I really ain't susceptible to it. They might as well just hang that shit up. Now, as far as like with, which is very different from falling in love with somebody and loving them. That has nothing to do with mind control. That's more so where you can get lost in a person. So I learned a lot about love and why I look at love the way that I do. And I did come to this world looking for love. I did. There was a lot of hatred in my family in that life. I had an evil ass older sister who manifested herself as my mother in this life, which is so, it's so healing. It is, you guys. Y'all got to get, man, I'm telling you. And you just become a stronger person, you know what I'm saying, all together, because I made peace with my past life as Kate. I made peace with her. I mean, we ain't never had no problem. I love myself all the way. I trust me. And I paid for it. I did. I paid the price. So I didn't never hurt no women and children directly, but I did hurt them. You know. Anyway, Spirit, what messages do you have for Mayra about getting pregnant? I'm gonna throw you like one card, two cards. Yeah, see, you got the Ten of Wands in the reverse position. So there's some kind of, now you did get the Nine of Chalices, which represents that the spirits can see children for you, but there's a blockage. But then again, yeah, you see how the number 7 comes up? So you need a personal private reading. Okay, I gotta go, guys. But I just wanted to make that quick announcement to you guys real quick. I hope you have a happy. I don't hear my, hold on, guys. I just realized that I'm not, for some reason I'm not hearing my fountain. Okay, it's still going. I'm gonna take these flowers out of it though, since the ritual's over. Okay, guys, y'all have a blissful and happy Sunday. Love and light to all of you guys, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Those of you that want readings, go ahead and cash app me, or consultations, just cash app me or go to my Etsy, and I'll have to get you on the schedule for tomorrow because I am booked for the rest of the night. Okay? All right, I love you guys. Mwah. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Love and light. Bye, Orion's daughter. Rainbows and unicorns to you too. Yes. Oh, I am putting up a video later on though, guys. I'm putting up a video, so that'll be going up. All right, bye, y'all.